Hi, I'm glad you stopped by. Our text for this video is taken from Luke chapter 21 and verse 35. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Christ's second coming is the subject of the word it. However, his second coming is an event in a point of time, as well as a process taking several days. Looking at his first coming, we clearly see that it was a process. It was 30 years before he went public. Before Christ's public ministry began, John the Baptist began his ministry, which was a figure of the loud cry. John himself is a representative of the 144,000. God has clarified this point through Ellen as found in The Spirit of Prophecy, Volume 2, page 44. Matthew 24:14 tells us that the end will come after the gospel has been delivered to the whole world. That process ended in the Jewish year 1843, and there is an abundance of testimonies supporting this fact. The time of the end is a process that is a part of the process of Christ's second coming. Jonah delivered God's message to the Ninevites. They repented. God lengthened their probation, which irritated Jonah. We have been in the time of the end for about 177 years at present. There is a very interesting story in the authentic 1880 Life Sketches by James White, beginning on page 202 and on to page 205, where God's message is very clear as he uses Jonah's experience for an example for us in this time. Simply, the message is to not be discouraged, as was Jonah, if God in mercy lengthens probation for the world. We have a second confirmation of this point found in the original authentic testimony, number 16, page 98. It reads, God's unwillingness to have his people perish has been the reason of so long delay. Courage, brothers and sisters. Certainly it appears we are very, very close. Our opening text of Luke 21:35 has some companion texts we do well to review. Here are enough to carry the point. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning, lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. Returning to the original authentic testimony number 16, page 94, we discover that, like in Noah's time, probation closed for the wicked with the closing of the door to the ark. It will happen similarly with us. Probation for the wicked closes with the closing of the loud cry, as in figure of the saints. An angel reports to Jesus that his work was done, that the saints were numbered and sealed. That's from the 1858 Great Controversy, page 197. Suddenly it is done, but there is no rain. Similarly, there will be no instant plagues, for our high priest, Christ, must perform closing acts for the great antitypical Day of Atonement. God has confirmed this through Ellen with a vision given October 23, 1850. Here is the portion we need. Then I saw that Jesus' work in the sanctuary was almost finished, and after his work there is finished, he will come to the door of the tabernacle, or door of the first apartment, and confess the sins of Israel upon the head of the scapegoat. Then he will put on the garments of vengeance. Then the plagues come upon the wicked, and they do not come until Jesus puts on the garments of vengeance and takes his seat upon the great white cloud. Question: is the 7-day period from the closing of the door of the ark to the flood a figure of 7 earth days of calm before the falling of the plagues? I have found nothing about this point. Certainly, as the loud cry is rejected by the wicked, none of them will understand when probation has closed. Thus, all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth will be taken in the snare of their own wicked carelessness. God bless your study.